Members of the telemetry technician profession are specialists in the remote monitoring of the heart's electrical activity and have experienced tremendous job growth over the past several years due to the growing prevalence of cardiac illness secondary to poor dietary and lifestyle behaviors being practiced by many people in the United States and around the world. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, over 700,000 people in the US suffer from a heart attack each year, and 1 out of every 4 deaths is directly related to heart disease. The widespread presence of diseases such as diabetes and obesity has made cardiac illness a pressing public health issue and has resulted in the hiring of a number of new cardiovascular care professionals, including the telemetry technician. As demand for technicians continues to grow, it is expected that the amount that they get compensated will continue to rise. In general, most healthcare professions benefit from strong job and salary growth that outpaces average expansion experienced by nearly all other career paths. This is true because the number of people who are seeking medical care is always growing, and the prevalence of chronic diseases that require ongoing treatment increases each year. As more and more people enter the medical system, facilities are forced to hire additional employees in order to keep pace with the demand. This leads to more competitive pay and greater diversity in employment options. According to federal statistics, the average technician was paid approximately $5,000 within the cardiac care department in 2014. The overall range of salaries in the specialty for unlicensed providers fell between $8,000 and $5,000 per year. The amount of money that any one particular employee can expect to earn is dependent on many different factors. Although telemetry technicians can safely assume that their earning potential will continue to increase at a healthy pace over the next several years, there are a number of variables that should be considered when attempting to develop present-day projections. Those who are brand new to patient care and who have no previous experience in the healthcare sector cannot reasonably expect to be paid as much as a coworker who has been employed within the department for several years and who possesses formal credentials. New technicians will typically need to complete some form of training and certification to be able to offer medical services to the patient population, and will likely start out at a lower salary level in the beginning as they acquire the knowledge and skills needed to work in an efficient manner. While education, experience, and certification are 3 of the best strategies for improving earnings as a telemetry technician, one must take into consideration the region where they work and the number of healthcare facilities who are hiring. Low population areas of the US that have few healthcare companies are less likely to offer as much compensation to employees because there are fewer competitors who are attempting to attract and retain employees from the same hiring pool. Individuals who live in urban or suburban areas where there are many different medical facilities all competing against each other to get the attention of potential applicants often find that it is easier to secure higher earnings than it is in a less populated region. Of those who live and work in rural or sparsely populated areas might want to consider moving in order to maximize the telemetry technician salary. In addition to the factors outlined above, the role that an individual has within their company can have a tremendous impact on earnings. Those who are only responsible for a handful of clinical activities are rarely paid as much as someone who has administrative roles as well. Technicians who assist with hiring new employees, training less experienced technicians, monitoring important performance metrics, and contributing to business strategy meetings will often benefit from higher levels of compensation. That being said, not every provider has an interest in accepting managerial promotions and the added stress that comes with an expanded role within the organization. Those who want to improve their earnings are encouraged to think about whether or not they would want to take on administrative tasks.